Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That good for 19 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Raiders' 40-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Stay with your man.
Mahomes going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. Switch. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pick me up. 6'6", bullet high. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Check Mike 54. Lot 61. Matchbox lights. Switch it. Come here, switch it. 5.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Check. Look. Squeeze. Hit it.
On first down, Gordon. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Sam on. On the ball. Go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the Chiefs' 31-yard
10
line.
logo.
54. You must be dreaming. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Check three.
Now a give right side. Dobbins. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Cut. Kill.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Able to find Walter. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once it...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Raiders 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On first down, Dobbins, and some room to work. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Chiefs 35-yard line.
Come on, set. It's 90 Wolf.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check the backer. Check the backer.
Jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Get it.
On second down now. Dobbins, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
56.
On third down, Gordon. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they go to work on a first and goal. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they go to work on a first and goal.
15, 59. 80 weapons.
Slam, slam, slam. No. Off. Out.
Go out. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Demir Bird with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I'm coming for you. Hey, 57 colors. Alpha. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Williams. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Butker on for the PAT. And he'll bang that one through.
Next to score, Chiefs 14, Raiders 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Yellow, 180. I got you, pop. 53 to Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Kansas City.
Fight on these two. 53, Mike, 53. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Yellow, Block 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't 15. Don't get nervous.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You can't block me. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Let's get the ball.
Hero 15. Hey, 1-7. Check, Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on 3rd. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go.
Ready, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Greystone travel.
Mike 20. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Let's go, two.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, let's go.
Got it.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Get out.
Looking to throw on second down. Gordon escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
That's me.
Ready?
Throwing on third and long. Gordon. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
At the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. 6'6", bullet high.
Day, every day, any day. Back. Watch the ship. Hey.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
You ready?
Hey, Mike 20. Watch the screen.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the screen.
Let go.
Rush in.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now on second and 13, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
But it's third down.
Yellow, yellow.
Number 53. Line 53. Come on.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, you got 3 down. 24.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 21. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Check 9.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Protein spill.
Check 99. Check 99. Alert flare.
Look at me. Zipper. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Gordon. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Go. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Exit, exit.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Gordon. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Leo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. All you get is a headache.
Rock it.
10, under 10, 10. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Mahomes now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He goes to use you. He comes to me, it's me. Mike, 15. 53, Mike. Here we go. 15-6. Check 53.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Raiders 16. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, They use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 57, 57. 53, Mike, 53. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Kansas City, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.